Right guys, so welcome to this week's vlog. I'm just on the way to my friend's house. He's got part of his house converted into a gym. So I'm gonna go check that out, do a session there. It's about 8 p.m. at night now. It's a little bit late. Who knows, I might end up cancelling my gym membership and just training at my friend's house. He only lives like 5 minutes up the road from me. So it's really convenient. Let's hope he doesn't start charging me for a gym membership. No, not really. Alright guys, so it was my birthday yesterday. I never ever celebrate my birthday, but my wife decided to throw a huge surprise. Took the guys out go-karting, did not get a chance to film any of it. No pictures, nothing. We just were in the moment enjoying it, and then come back home and then everybody is here waiting for me. Welcome back. I'm currently going to be unpackaging this. Yeah, now it's funny because you know what? I could have got this a long time ago. It's not expensive at all. And I've been looking to upgrade parts of my office for a pretty long time, but the reason I'm not really bothered with it, and when I talk about office upgrades, I'm referring to things like lighting, things like a microphone, things like the monitors. I mean, the monitors are perfectly fine. This microphone does be fine. You know when you're so indulged in your work and you're so indulged in helping people and doing what I do as a trading coach, as a trader, so involved in these projects, the smallest thing I could care about is getting better lighting or a better microphone. So I've always held back from these things. A lot of people will start to make money and start to spend it on little gadgets like that. I'm holding the knife for the packaging, by the way, before anyone gets scared. Take a look at that. I'm not experienced at doing unboxings, but we will do our best. Right, so what have we got in here? I only got one of these because one is all I needed and I didn't want to clutter up my space. Kodak CS45, it's a key light, whatever that means. I'm not an expert in this stuff, so you'll have to bear with me. Push that aside. Let's open this up. What's this? Lens paper. Alright, I've got no clue what that is. Seems like some cleaning device. Lovely. I've always liked unboxing things. I'm sure that's for most people. It's a photo lighting solutions manual. This is the actual light itself. That is very cold. I love the finish of it. Let me try to turn this light on. There you go. That's a bit of a better view for you all. I love the material on the back of this. Very nice. Yeah, solid. You got little rubber turny things here. I don't know what they are, but it's really nice. Good material. Top quality, that steel there. Yeah, I really like that. That's nice. Alright, this is insane. This is literally at 1% brightness. And look at that. That's at 1%. This little crappy ring light I used to have was like that at full power. So this is at 1%. If I go to the back of this, wow. I'm shocked. So I don't know how well you can see that. I figured out that this CCT thing was actually temperature, I believe. This is 1%. Look at it. I can just increase it. I think you can connect it to your phone via Bluetooth. But that is insanely bright. So if I put this at like 20%, look at the difference. Because it looks like it's just a typical 1, 2, 3, but that's where people, they isolate the entry too much, isolate way too much, and they just prioritize that and not the surrounding criteria. So they'll be like, oh, my entries are great. All right, guys, so just to share with you, I've missed this position. Okay, on Dolly Yen. I actually covered this on Live Trader, but this is the reality of trading. I had 5 hours of sleep last night and 5 hours the night before. After the session had finished, I went to drop my car off to get the alloys refurbished. Come home, say about 10 a.m, 10:30 a.m. And I was falling asleep. I was about to make a coffee and I thought this is going to be a bad idea. If I make a coffee now, body's clearly telling me it needs sleep. Let me just nap. So I set the alarm for 12. I got in bed around 11. I just quickly just napped. And it's between that time window that this went, and so it happens. It literally happens. We've got Trump speaking at 4 p.m. today. There's a few people that are in this position, so they're asking about management, etc. So I'm going to give them some advice as to how to manage leading up to that. But yeah, lovely position. How I would have taken it, very simple. We've got the 4-hour retrace. Would have set my entry here and then protected my stops in a certain way that I can't really give away on here. But yeah, I would have had my stops protected on a refined time frame in a specific way. And in terms of management, I wouldn't be at break even yet. I'd be waiting to see how this candle closes on the 1 hour time frame. We've got 49 minutes left. And if this closes strong, then I would technically be at break even right now. So God decided to let me off of my nap today. I got involved in Dolly Yen in the end. I got a follow-through position. Now, who is not in Live Trader in here? Just put a yes or no. Why is anyone in here not in Live Trader? Is it experience or is it money? Okay, so for those of you who said experience matter, have you got the... will you close this prior to interest rate? No, I'll just leave it at break even. If it takes me out, it takes me out. No bother. But I'll move it just past break even to cover for that extra slippage in case. But yeah. I'd never, ever, ever close a position if I'm at break even. If there's high impact news coming and I'm at break even, why close it? Alright guys, so I'm just off to the gym at the moment. It is Saturday currently. I've basically been using Google Calendar for the past 4 or 5 weeks and it's completely restructured my life. Don't get me wrong, you're never going to have full balance, and I've never promoted for having balance in your life because it will never really exist. You can still have a pretty chaotic or unbalanced life that has structure. This is the beauty, honestly, of not being bounded to an office. I can go any day of the week, anytime I want. I can structure my life exactly as I want. But yeah, I went boxing on Monday, trained on Tuesday, trained on Wednesday. I didn't train on Thursday. I trained yesterday, so I've missed 1 day of training. I usually train about 5-6 days in the week, or aim to at least. And as you can see, I've also got the bag. And while I'm there, I'm going to hit the sauna as well, maybe even the steam room, we'll see. Honestly speaking, I've got more strong doing kettlebell training when I'm doing things like barbell squats today, which is what I did. I didn't really get to film much because the gym was absolutely packed and I don't think a lot of people are comfortable being on film, so I don't mind being on film. It's for the privacy of other people. But yeah, I did barbell squats, 15 reps, 12 reps, 10 reps, 10, and then 8. You're doing five sets overall, going up in weight each time. Between each set, I got a 16 kilo kettlebell and you squat all the way down, then you do a 3/4, back down and then back up. It's almost like a pulse squat. You do 15 reps of those between, so you're supersetting with the squats, and then obviously I carried on the routine as well. This is what I love about what trading offers, just full freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want. And you know what, a lot of people would think, well, if I was you, I'd be traveling all the time, and really and truly it's not enticing. It really isn't. I'm not really going to get anything by going somewhere for the sake of it. If I ever go anywhere, go away somewhere, I'll go for a short period of time, and it's not just to relax. I'm not trying to cringe anyone out, but when I go away anywhere, I do enjoy myself. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm just stuck onto a laptop screen. That's not what I'm trying to purport here. All I'm trying to help understand is that you don't, just because you're trading and you're making money and you're enjoying yourself, it doesn't actually mean you just sit around and do nothing. I mean, that's an unrealistic expectation that people have of what trading and trading freedom actually brings. It's not that. It's the ability like this to go to the gym when I want, and I can structure my day how I like, how it's most effective. And I enjoy it. It's the little tedious things that you tend to enjoy the most. And people watching, you might have a 9-to-5 job where you're sick of being stuck in traffic every single morning. You can't really structure your life how you want. Someone else has structured it for you. And I understood that at a very young age. When I was 17, 18, I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be stuck in traffic on the way to work every single morning. Be surrounded by people who moody all the time, negative. I don't want to be stuck around that. I'd rather sacrifice the next 3-4 years of freedom that I would have had in university, which isn't actually freedom. It's just an illusion of freedom. I'd rather sacrifice that for now to be in a position where I don't know what the university experience is like. And do I regret it? No. I don't regret it in the slightest. I couldn't care less about going to university, and I'm glad to God I did not go to university. I'm so glad, I'm so grateful that I had that mindset from a young age, where I just knew instinctively that this is not for me and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to give it my all. What's the point of me spending money? What is the point of me spending all this time? And time is the most precious commodity we have as well. The next 4, 5, 6 years, being somewhere where I'm not even going to give it my all. I'm going to be living off loans. I'm going to be in debt, all to do something I don't enjoy. It doesn't make any sense to me. And then to earn the kind of money that's not even going to make a difference. And then I'll be stuck in the same cycle again. I can't provide my wife, my kids, my family the life they want if I'm just stuck doing a job. Fast forward now, almost 8 years, from 2017 till now 2025, and look where the world's turned. It has gone the way that I thought it would. And I'm not a fortune teller, it's just common sense to me. You know, the value of a degree in terms of how much it costs is going up, but then the value of it as to what it can bring you is going down. So you're paying more for something that's losing its value. How does that make sense? You know, whereas when you're at a young age, you can sacrifice a lot more. When you get older and you've got more responsibility, there's of course less you can sacrifice, but it doesn't mean you can just not sacrifice anything. All you got to sacrifice when you're older with more responsibilities is a bit more of your time, and that's it. You can't be as stupid with your money, you've got to become more sensible. It still doesn't mean you can't take risks, they've just got to be calculated risks, even more so than when you're 17 or 18 years old. People don't realise how much more capable they actually are than they think. What default have you set for yourself? You know, this is what you've got to really understand. What do you view yourself as? What's your self-image like? Do you really think you're capable or not? If you progress through life like that, how many opportunities are you just going to push away because you just didn't think you were capable of doing it? Try it. What's the worst that's going to happen? It's more risky not doing it.